slowly passing the time for a year, until there came a day when Guleesh was lying by himself on the grass, on the last day of the last month in autumn, and he was thinking over again in his own mind of everything that happened to him from the day that he went with the she-hogs across the sea. He remembered then suddenly that it was one November night that he was standing at the gable of the house when the whirlwind came and the she-hogs in it, and he said to himself, "We have November night again today, and I'll stand in the same place I was last year, until I see if the good people come again. Perhaps I might see or hear something that would be useful to me, and might bring back her talk again to Mary." That was the name himself and the priest called the king's daughter, for neither of them knew her right name. He told his intention to the priest, and the priest gave him his blessing. Guleesh accordingly went to the old rath, when the night was darkening, and he stood with his bent elbow leaning on a grey old flag, waiting till the middle of the night should come. The moon rose slowly, and it was like a knob of fire behind him, and there was a white fog which was raised up over the fields of grass, and all damp places, through the coolness of the night after a great heat in the day. The night was calm as is a lake, when there was not a breath of wind to move a wave on it, and there was no sound to be heard, but the cronan of the insects that would go by from time to time, or the hoarse, sudden scream of the wild geese, as they passed from lake to lake, half a mile up in the air over his head, or the sharp whistle of the golden and green plover, rising and lying, lying and rising, as they do on a calm night. There were 1,000 bright stars shining over his head, and there was a little frost out, which left the grass under his foot white and crisp.